We are good. We are live. Huh? I was sleeping over here. We live, baby. We live, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Immaculate One. I am known as Micus the Most, and for the ones that don't know me as Micus, so it don't fucking matter. And I am here with two special people. One that you already know, and that is my host. He goes by the name of...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little children, older children of all ages, coming to you from not far down the road. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing these days except for saying, Josh Stratton.
Hey!
Let's go.
Give it up for Josh, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
And,
free. No,
and to my other side, this man needs no introduction. But I'm going to allow this man to introduce himself. Sir, could you please enlighten these people on who you are?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jashay Sumbry, also known as DJ Young Angel. I'm just a young, old entrepreneur, if that's what you want to say. We can say that. Let's go, baby!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mr. Jashay, to the podcast, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to be a special one, and we want to make sure that we tell everybody who is chiming in to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that this content gets out there, because I'm telling you, there's about to be some juice. There's going to be a lot of people that want to be a future entrepreneur, want to start a clothing line business, anything like that. This man is going to have the blueprints, because not only that he went through it, he had to knock down walls. He had to create new contacts. Man, this dude started from nothing and to point to where now he's got celebrities, he's got artists, man. He's got them all wearing his clothes, bro. Listen, I just want to tell you, bro, that is super dope when I see that, man.
I definitely appreciate it.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate it, man.
Yes. I tell you what, man, I don't even want to wait no further. I want you to tell people kind of like about you, what wakes you, what keeps you up at night, you know what I'm saying? And also what grind and what sacrifices you had to have to put you in the position where you're at.
One of the things that really motivates me is mainly my kids. My kids, family, friends. That's really the thing that keeps me up, keeps me going, and really, like, one of my huge supporters, I will always say, is my mom. My mom is definitely like one of my huge supporters.
Shout out to Mama Dukes.
Yeah, like you know moms, moms.
Moms.
That's like one of the persons that
I also know Mama don't play either.
Yeah. Oh man, man. Speaking of boy, y'all gonna have to get that later on, because boy, she did not play Hot Wheel track. I probably still got a Hot Wheel track on the back of my back right now. But yeah, she's one of the people that actually I learned from, coming from an entrepreneur standpoint, because she actually learned, actually have her own business since it's been 30 years. Yeah, 30 plus years. She has her own barbershop for 30 plus years. So that's like really the main person that I really learned from, though. But yeah, her, like I said, her to family members, to kids, like those are the main people that really motivates me and keeps me going.
Man, that's what's up, man. So why don't you tell them about a little bit about what do you do? Like for the ones who don't know you and what you do as far as business.
Okay.
Go in and light them on some of the things that you do for that.
Okay, so a few things that I do. I DJ. I have a clothing brand. I also have a property that I have that I rent out. And also here soon, which I end up investing, maybe it's been about a year and a half ago, but we'll be up and running here soon. I got a carpet cleaning business as well.
That's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to my man's over here on his Stanley grind, bro.
I'm trying.
That's what it is, man. He's just another
bro.
brother that come from the hood, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could have went to a different career path. Man, could have been 6 feet under, man. Could have been in jail, prison, out on drugs. But this man chose to overcome the objective, because growing up in the hood, man, the statistics don't necessarily work in our favor.
Fact.
So it's amazing that you're not only able to surpass your expectations, but you're thriving and you're setting your kids up for success. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's super dope, man.
And really for that, I'd say we can shout out like mentors to be always honest.
Yes.
Like, coming from going to Impact to
YMCA.
Yeah, YMCA. That's what
Shout
I'm saying.
out to YMCA.
Man, when I mean they really saved us, they really saved us. Like you said, we could be doing so much. We could be in jail right now, dead. But we're here today. And trying to be the person that we are trying to be. It's hard. It's hard. Like this is not something that it was overnight. It's still to this day,
Still
like it's one of those where I will say, like, I don't want to never be one of those to sugarcoat stuff or try to act like everything's sweet. Being an entrepreneur, you'll have one of those where it's days where you won't have any sales. Like, so it's days where you might have $1,000 worth of sales, so like too. So it's just all about continue to grind and being one of those focused on the hustle.
Yes,
I would
sir.
say.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't never want to be stirring anybody wrong, acting like you should just jump in this head forth. Like, no, you really need to sit down and be dedicated. That's like one of the main things, because if you're not dedicated, it'll be times where you'll be ready to quit. Yep. I'm telling you, it's been times where I've thought about like giving up certain times, so like too, but I'm like, nah. Like I said before, my kids, my family, my friends, like really motivate me to keep doing what I'm doing.
That's what's up, man. I'm telling y'all, this man's about to give out the juice. Yo, shout out to everybody that's tuning in on the Facebook page. Make sure that y'all go onto our YouTube page, that y'all like, share, subscribe. The more content that we push out, we just need y'all to help with the algorithm, to help other people see this who don't necessarily know about the Immaculate podcast. And y'all already know there ain't nothing off limits here. We don't abide by any rules. So any questions y'all want to ask my man Jashay, y'all want to ask me, y'all want to ask Josh.
Don't ask me.
Hey, Josh.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble again. So
You
just
good?
keep them questions
You
over
good,
there.
man?
Hey,
I
the whole
don't know nothing. I ain't
Hey,
seen
Buka,
nothing.
Buka, the whole time I was talking and Josh is over here knowing damn well I was gonna put him in there. He was over here like this the whole time.
Shut up, bitch.
Buka's got this. Y'all
He was over there the whole time. He's like, man, this motherfucker better not bring up my name. I don't care what he says, but leave me out of it. He said, I gotta go home.
I just click start and nod your head. Smile and wave. Yeah, I agree.
And I know Candace be watching. Shout out to you, Candace. I know you be watching at home. Hey, listen, I know you beat him, but I appreciate you allowing his like scars and battle wounds to not be displayed on the public airwaves. I appreciate that. I know about her, man. When I see it, look every time. Hey, listen, Booga. Every time he walk in the house, the first thing he hears is, "I'm telling you."
Round one.
Round one, fight. Like he like
Finish him.
Yeah,
His
damn,
face is
baby.
covered in plenty of white out.
Finish him.
Look, and then she hit him with that uppercut. All you hear is this.
Knock the Sonic coins out of you. Knock the Sonic coins out of my man. Why?
All right. Hey, so we got a tradition that we do on the podcast, man,
Okay.
and everyone has to do it, courtesy of my man, Mr. Stratton. Bro, I'm already sweating before I even started talking about this, man. I don't know why I get uncomfortable when I start talking about this gum, bro.
Oh, it's okay.
So
man.
it's called grenade gum.
Grenade?
Yeah.
What the feezy?
We're not sponsored yet. But
Yeah,
the Grenades
We're
gum.
sponsored by
Grenade
Grenade Gum, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're looking for a sponsor, Grenade, and
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
tune in.
If you gonna keep putting these landmines and grenades out here, and we stupid enough to keep trying your product, y'all better put something on my life insurance plan, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because there's no way that this stuff is FDA approved. He told me he paid like $30 for like 6 packs and glass
yeah,
episodes.
correct.
Yeah.
For gum?
Yeah. Don was like, man, I got a question. He's like, why's your man's got so much gum over there?
Damn. $30 for
$30 for 6 packs of
There's
gum.
30
Do it come with an ass shake at least?
There's 30 of them in a bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
They charge you
okay.
$1 a gum strip. But listen, man.
Oh, man. What flavors do we got?
Yeah, you got to
All
talk
right.
to him. What do you got? What do you got
Here
over
we
here?
go. We got spearmint,
Okay.
and each one is graded
Yeah.
between 6 and 10. I don't know where the 10 went. I think Mike has kept it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
The spearmint is the the weakest in quotes with a 6. Then we got.
I don't think I want to look like a no-ho,
right.
so I'm gonna go.
Peppermint, which is
Okay.
an 8. Yeah, Christmas flavor. And then
Merry
melonberry.
Watch what you say.
Slam.
Watch what you
I-
say whenever
I
you put
know.
it off.
I'm outnumbered again. So we have the
Shut up, bitch.
melonberry slam and grape. So and these last two are a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10.
Hey, I just very simple. One word, great.
All right, Josh. Which one do you think he should try? He's gonna pick his own, but I'm just curious. Hold on. I'm just curious. What gun would you let him try? What flavor?
Oh, I'm being set up. Definitely not grape or watermelon. Definitely not. No.
Okay, so we can start with low.
We,
Okay,
we go with the spearmint.
I started
That's
with
a good one.
6, and 6 hit me, but I ain't gonna lie. If you have like a strong taste tolerance, I feel like you probably should go up a little bit. I'm gonna do 2 9. Wait, the highest you got is 9, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 2 9s this time. Because last time I chewed a 6, and then I added a 9, and that shit tasted like Robitussin. Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was bad. I
That
couldn't-
nasty?
Yeah, it was awful, man. I couldn't get the taste buds out, man. And then for like 2 days, all I tasted was Robitussin and NyQuil, bro. It was all bad.
Oh no.
I had some sushi roll like later today, and I don't even want Japanese food or Chinese food no more. Like it just ruined everything. But I'm gonna try. Yep,
What
I'm
you
saying
want-
it.
what you want,
I'm gonna
grape
try
or
the
melon?
grape one. He
Grape?
knew.
Okay.
Bro. He's just over here playing. Give me 2 grapes, man.
Okay.
But what you gonna try? What you gonna try, man?
Say,
There you go.
man.
I didn't wash my hands.
But first of all, why'd you look at me when you handed that to me? Hey, y'all.
just
Josh was
because
like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
I think actually I might start off with an 8.
Hey,
I might-
there you go.
I
Look
might-
at him
I might-
stepping up
you go
high.
past
Yeah,
man,
I might start off with an 8.
He's
I
going
might
with the
start off
Christmas
with an 8.
edition.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah, I
don't-
might start off with an 8.
All right, he's starting off with an 8,
Christmas
y'all.
is
He's starting off with an 8.
Ooh-wee.
And I'm starting off with a 9, but I'm doing 2 9s, y'all. 2 9s. I'm doing this for y'all. I ain't doing this for
Explosively
myself.
strong?
Listen, Buka.
What the
I'm telling you right now, bro. I think they made this gun for people who have like terrible bad breath, where it makes them smell like half normal. Cause we all got that
Bro.
one friend. His breath just be on 10,
Man.
bro.
Man.
Hey, when they start talking, the whole time you thinking the whole time.
Shut up, bitch.
Just shut up, man.
This
Just
gotta
stop
be for
talking.
the folks that chew yellow crayons or some shit. Cause man, what?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
for the
telling you.
brown crayon.
When you- When you start chewing it, you can be like, "Yo, bro, you got to give this to drug addicts who are trying to come
Yeah.
off drugs, bro."
So I'm gonna start off with an 8, but I think I'm gonna end up going to a 9.
All right,
And
I'm trying 2 9s right now, y'all.
So
This
should I
is-
try 2 8s?
that's up to you, man. Listen, you enter at your own risk. All I'm saying is,
Oh,
the
man.
water's deep over there. It's up to you if you can swim or not. I'm just saying, if we might throw you a lifeline or two, but it might get a little rough. But I'm willing to suffer, y'all. There's 2 of them right here. Cheers to y'all. Cheers to the YouTube. Everybody, let's get it.
If I want to try the 9, do I? You know what?
Go ahead. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what they say? Mama ain't made no hoe. Mama ain't raised no hoe. So yeah, I'll try. You know what? I ain't gonna go with 2 8. I'm gonna go with 1 8 and 1 9. 1 8 1 9. I'm gonna go with 17. I'm gonna go with 17.
Give me the one.
Oh, you over there coughing already? Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Let me see that. Let me go with was that a watermelon? Yeah. He got a watermelon flavor because I'm black. I know what you trying to do. No, I'm sweating.
That's what he set me up with last time.
We go with the watermelon. Okay, sheesh. Melon berry slam.
I'm gonna hit that melonberry too.
Ooh,
I was afraid.
Bro,
to
this is
chew it last
menthol.
time.
This is menthol. I'm eating
Melon
tobacco
berry.
right now.
Melon berry
It's a
slam.
Newport gum.
Why does it taste like that?
You know what? Where's the camera at? Where's the camera at? I want y'all to see. I got the 2. I got a 17. We got a 9 and 8. We got a 9 and 8. Got a 17. Let me
That's
try it.
Fun taste. Fun mix of flavors. Right
Oh, that tastes so bad.
Okay. Damn.
Just give it a second.
Yeah, it's
It
kicking
gets
in.
bad. I don't even like. No, Diddy. I don't like
Oh,
to swallow
shit.
this shit.
Let's get started.
I don't like tasting it twice. Oh,
Holy shit.
You got a peppermint watermelon over there too.
Oh shit. You ain't lie. This shit.
why does it taste like that?
I ain't trying to act like. Oh yeah, this.
Oh, this is bad.
My COVID's gone.
Yeah, they had to put this in the
Oh,
vaccine,
God.
bro. This is Pfizer. Pfizer had an ingredient that had grenade gum in it.
Oh
I
my
promise you.
God.
It's bad, dude.
Mm.
It tastes so bad.
Oh my God.
This must be when women do the first time that they guzzle one down. You know, it tastes bad, bro. Shout out to y'all for standing strong in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It does not taste okay.
So you want some of this yourself, go to grenadesgum.com. Like I said, we're not sponsored, but
Oh yeah.
we ain't too proud to beg.
God, this taste. Oh my God.
It's finally starting to go down.
This is definitely what people that eat yellow crayons taste. I know.
I feel like yellow crayons would taste better. This tastes so
Good.
bad.
Good God.
This tastes so bad right now.
You're
I
not
don't
lying.
get it, man.
You know,
I
it's going down though. It ain't like it's too bad, but it's actually going down.
Yeah,
it
it
ain't like
settles
the
down.
worst. And I started off with a 9 and an 8.
I feel I licked the bottom of an elephant's foot. That shit is nasty, man.
Oh
No bad
my
idea,
God.
dude. I'd
Yeah,
rather take shots at Dark Eyes or Everclear before I ever do that. That's bad, man.
Yeah, drinking Mad Dog.
Yeah. Shout out to Mad Dog.
What man? This is,
Yo. Oh man. Hey, shout out to Don. Don, I see you tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Don was here from the last episode.
Don
Woo!
Julio.
Don Julio.
Don Julio.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Little D Harris. I see you in there, you know what I'm saying?
That double cup.
Shout out to all, Mr. Double Cup,
Yeah,
man.
if they got any questions, shit. they
Yeah,
can let us
If y'all
know.
got any questions on
let us know.
YouTube, Facebook, either one, ask away. I don't care if it's something comedy, something personal, man. We don't care, bro. This is what we do. But now that this gum is tampered down and I got my life back on track,
Ain't too bad.
you drinking water after, bro?
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's cool. That's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
I ain't died. I survived.
I'm gonna ask you when the camera goes off how what you really thought. Man. It's all good, man.
It was a bad taste at first.
Josh, get that shit out of my face, bro. Every time I look at it, I get upset all of a sudden.
Oh, the bad.
I know what 10 cans of bounce that ass tastes
Yeah.
like. Shit. This is definitely 10 cans of bounce that ass. Man. Good God.
Yo.
Jeez.
Hey.
From Tatalicious, that shaking your ass in the face, like, good God.
Yo. 10. Wait.
Tootsie Pop, get out of my face.
Wait. What did you call that?
Tatalicious.
No. What'd you call that before? You said 10. What was that? 10 cans?
Man, that tastes like 10 cans of bounce that ass from Tatalicious at the pony with dirt on the bottom of her feet. Talking about, I'm in
man.
charge, D.
I'm fucking sweating, bro.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's hilarious. All right. So now that we got back on track, man, Shay, tell them about some of the experiences with your DJ. We'll start with the DJ.
Okay.
What's some of the coolest things you've experienced? Maybe an obstacle, or maybe even some people like celebs that you were kind of like, man, I thought they were cool, but that type of things. But tell us some juice, bro.
Okay, I guess I should say, one of the stories will be when I actually DJ for Ricky Smiley. So I'm DJing for Ricky Smiley, right?
For the ones that don't know, tell them who Ricky Smiley is.
Ricky Smiley is a comedian. You've seen him on what is that? Friday After Next. He was the Santa. Did he do any other movies? I know he's a stand-up comedian, but I don't think he did any other movies, if I'm not mistaken.
He's always in movies and he's dressed like a woman. He's like Tyler Perry. No, I'm being serious. I'm not like shitting on the guy. It's just like
if y'all know Lil Durrell when he used to do Comic View, that's if y'all watch Comic View.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see if he did any extra movies. The only thing I can think of is Friday After Next.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. What the fuck milk cookies?
Oh yeah, and he had that radio show, a syndicated show for a long
Actually,
time.
he was on our radio station. For even though it's 98.5 now, when it used to be
Tom Jordan?
1400 AM.
Yeah, 1400
Yeah,
AM?
so yeah, he used to be Ricky Smiley. He used to have the Ricky Smiley show.
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah, that's
did.
where I know
He
him
did.
from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now that they understand who Ricky Smiley is, go ahead and tell them about your experience with it.
Yeah, so the crazy thing is, it's like I'm DJing for him, right? I'm not one of those where I'm like excited about celebrities and stuff like too, like being like a fan. It's cool to be a fan, but some people be fanned out. So I DJ for them. I asked them for a picture afterwards, and the first picture that we did, it was me and one of my homeboys, Max, because we did the event for him.
Max B?
Yeah, Max B. Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to Max B.
Shout out to Max B.
Yeah, so we did end up doing a picture, and the first picture, he took for us, but I wanted a picture for myself because I wanted to add it to my resume. The next thing he says is like, "Oh, I don't do 2 photos," and I'm like, "What? Like, come on, bro! You literally just said that you had a great experience, that I DJ for you, and now you acting like I'm a fanboy or something like that. Like I don't do all that." It kind of rubbed me the wrong way, to be all honest.
Right.
And the bad part about it is I call my mom, let her know. One, you know how my mom is.
Yeah,
I
she
call
don't
her.
play.
She was like, "Ooh, you better hope I don't see Ricky Smiley." And I wanted to be like, "Mama, look, you're not about to run into this man out and about nowhere."
Mama Dukes is about to give him the business.
She really was. And like, it just didn't make any sense, because my thing is, but I tried to understand as well, because he did just recently lose his son. So he might not have been in the mood for taking other pictures, the whole 9 yards. So I try to be more understanding, but certain stuff, this is your profession. You still need to be mindful of other people and stuff like too. It's like, I'm trying to build my resume. You already have a resume.
Right.
You should just been one of those to actually take a picture. And that was actually one of the reasons of why I was able to DJ for Country Wayne, because I DJ for Ricky Smiley, and the promoters that did Ricky Smiley, they loved the way I DJ and stuff, and they called me. This is when after I moved, so I had to come in town. Luckily, it was my son's birthday, his first birthday. I had to come in town and had to DJ for Country Wayne. But the bad part about that is with the Country Wayne experience, like, it was a great experience, but no disrespect to Country Wayne, but I felt like his entourage was more funnier than him.
I thought the same.
You thought the same thing?
I thought the same.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't want to
thought the
be
same.
feeling like I'm tripping or anything.
Right.
But yeah, I had DJ for him as well. But then I tried to ask him for a picture, and it was more of like y'all can see me in the camera. It was more like
You could tell he really didn't want to.
Yeah,
do it.
he didn't really want to do it. Like, man, y'all have to start being more mindful to other humans. Like, y'all are just regular people, just with
you're
money.
the same person. The only difference is you got put in that position.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you see me, I'm on this side. So
Yeah,
I'm here
that's
with
where
you.
I'm trying to make.
I'm help promoting your show.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, I ain't asking you for no fucking pussy or anything. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, respectfully. I
Respectfully,
ain't
yeah.
asking you for sex.
And-
Like, or anything. I ain't asking you for your number. I asked you for, yo, man, put me on with somebody. Bro,
Yeah,
I want a resume picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is for my portfolio.
Yes.
So when I present myself to other people, you know, like, yo, these are the amount of people that I've worked for. This is the type of people I work for. This is the industry type of people I work for. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they got to be more mindful of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, all right, cool. So, you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit on the details on the DJ and stuff, which, by the way, y'all, I was actually at that Country Wayne concert. I was going to say concert. Technically, it was. Listen, when Booga was playing, it was a concert. I promise y'all it was a concert. But, you know, for that comedian show, it was just dope for me because, you know what I'm saying, we grew up together.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting across from him, and I'm like, he's on stage. That's how I see it. Because I know when I was on TV and I was doing Monday Night Raw and SmackDown,
Facts, I felt the same
people
way.
were like,
Seriously.
yo, he's doing this thing. Like, I'm watching him on TV, even though I can call him real quick. Like, he's doing his thing. So it was cool because I'm sitting back, and I'm like, look at him. Like, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference because I swear, when you were on Monday Night Raw, I was like, this is super dope.
Right.
Because like you said, we grew up together.
Yeah.
And it's like we've been knowing each other for 30-plus years.
Yep.
It's hard to have friends that you actually still are cool with, still kick it with, and for 30-plus years at that.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have friends where they fell out after 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, or 2 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's more like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, what have you done for me lately? Yo, shout out to Mark Hooks, by the way, man.
My boy.
Hey, Mark
I literally just kicked it with him Friday.
Bro,
That's my dog,
hey,
man.
Listen.
Look, that's my dog for real. From the sandbox. He know. He know.
Hey, that is another dude who's just naturally funny. Like, he don't try to be funny. Matter of fact, last time I saw Mark we was at Max B's photo shoot or his video shoot for his latest song. And you know what I'm saying? I had my motorcycle in it, and he had his I think he had I want to say it was maybe like a Cutlass.
His old school Cutlass.
There was a Cutlass, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And man, he was just cracking jokes left and right, bro. And this shit was just hilarious, man. I'm like, bro, you gotta be a comedian. Like your shit is like unscripted.
Yeah.
And it's just you just start talking. And it's funny, man. And then Mark is just a funny dude. Like he doesn't try to be. He just talks.
Yeah.
He just tells you like it is. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that they also knew about your clothing line. I want them to know the name, how you got started with that, some of the people that wear your merch, some connections that you built, things like that as well. Tell them about that as well.
Okay, so my clothing line is called Young Angel. Actually, just technically going off of my DJing name. I started in 2022, so 2 years ago. Actually, no, I take that back. I started a clothing line in 2015, but that was more of shirts, T-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. I didn't have an actual manufacturer. I had a person doing screen print, heat and press, and stuff like that too. So I just always call that like a clothing line. But when I started my clothing brand, I have now an actual manufacturer. I have from clothes to loafers to shoes that are customized as well. But yeah, I started that in 2022. Let me see how many celebrities. I think maybe 6 celebrities. I've got 112 in my merch. I've sent some to Hot Sauce. Man, was literally one of my favorite people growing up.
Bro,
and one.
But you was a baller too back then. I don't know if people know that or not. But like you was realistically, you was the closest thing that we could get to N1 basketball style, because not only that you was good, but like you lived it, you rocked the gear, you dribbled like them. So like I know how much of a Hot Sauce fan you were.
I'm saying, and I was like definitely being a huge fan. The only thing that sucked, which I tell everybody so like that too. I got him. I sent him the gear, but he didn't do any promo. But it is what it is. As long as he said he received it, I was totally fine with that. So Hot Sauce, ISO Hove, which is Baller's Life, 112 from Slim from 112. Recently I just got Young Buck from G Unit.
Yeah, you had a video for that too.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope, man. He did a promo for you, man. Like that was super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's super dope. You and I used to when we was growing up. We was listening to his stuff all the time,
banging G Unit.
Yes, and then when I happened to watch the video, I was like, yo, man, he just took it up another level. Like, yo, that is nothing but respect. And I DM'd you about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, bro, this is so dope to see. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that, obviously, because he could have just took the gear and he could have been like, all right, cool, let me toss it, give it to one of my homeboys. It's the fact that he was modeling it in the video. And you could tell, because he was even talking about his kicks. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I make sure I had the right shoes on with this, blah, blah, blah. I just thought that was dope, because, you know what I'm saying? He could have did the bare minimum on the video, but it's like he really wanted to show his appreciation.
And he also, and the good part about that, me sending him the gear, which I'm still working on right now, but he also has a partner that he has a store for, a clothing brand store in Nashville.
Oh yeah, didn't he say stop by and make sure you told him that he said
Threads in Nashville. They want to actually try to get my gear in Nashville. So that was super dope to me. And then also what really started making taking the brand off is when I was able to get Rum Nitty, a battle rapper, like one of my favorite battle rappers, in the gear, and he wore it to one of his Arizona shows that he did in his hometown. He's from Arizona, so he did like a sold out show and had my gear on, and then like a person from the show actually contacted me and wanted me, they was going to try to fly me out and gave us 2 free tickets, but I had to do the Mayor's Ball yesterday. It would have been yesterday.
That's what's up, man. That's so dope, dude. Like, and the thing is like it seems like the older we get, it's like the grind never stops, and we're still knocking down barriers. Most people are content with their life and stuff like that, and that's cool if you're content with your life. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But there's certain people that want to take it to the next level, and I feel like you keep knocking barriers down, and you're finding new barriers to climb on. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's super dope. So, you know what I'm saying? where can they find your merch at? That's one I'm pretty sure people would want to know.
Okay, so we have an online store. You can end up buying the merch on is www.yungangel.com, and also you can follow the brand on social media. We have the Facebook with the YUNGANGEL collection, so it's Young Angel collection, and then also Young Angel collection on IG as well.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, shout out to this man for really out here getting the grind, bro. Like seriously,
Shout out to y'all.
this
I
is some
definitely appreciate
special.
y'all.
This is some special stuff, man. I don't think the people understand. You know what I'm saying? How special just you sitting here, you know, as a favor to me, because you got a million and one other things to worry about for you to stop into the pod, chill with us, have a little conversation, you know what I'm saying? Talk about your upbringings and stuff like that, and all the other stuff that we're going to talk about later in the pod. I just want to say, like, we appreciate that because there's a million and one other things you could be doing instead of spending it with us.
Nah. My thing is, when it comes to you, dog, I told you, if it was anybody else,
did.
I probably would have just been relaxing today
Yeah.
because I'm like tired. But I don't care about all that. Thing is, I get to see friends and stuff that I
Yeah.
haven't get to see for a while, so I'm doing it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. It's you.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
doing it,
I appreciate
regardless.
it, man. I appreciate it. And then if y'all on Facebook, if y'all got questions or y'all got something y'all want to chime in on, man, drop it in the comments so that way I can either ask him or I can say, I don't care if it's funny, if it's direct, if it's a business question, whatever it is, please ask it away. I know pretty soon I might cut off the Facebook stream so that way I can get you guys to go to YouTube because you guys can't hear all the fun sound effects and stuff that we all have and all the extracurricular stuff. You guys can only really hear us talk and kind of just be done with it. So I'd rather you guys get the full experience. So make sure you guys go on YouTube on the Immaculate Podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our stuff so we can get that algorithm out. The more you guys push to us, I promise you, the more content I will get out to you guys. This is all fun to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't work for no organization. You know, we just do this to have fun. You know what I mean? Sure, it could turn into something, but that's not what we're here for, man. We just here to pass the message along. Maybe somebody wants to be a future entrepreneur, don't know how to get started. Clothing line, you know, maybe somebody wants to break into the music industry.
Or podcasting.
Yeah, or podcasting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can connect those people to the viewers to where that way they can, you know, where they can know to step in the right direction, I feel like it cuts half the time that you and I maybe had to grind for to be able to find our path in the industry to be able to get to where we're at. We can help shortcut that for them. That's all I want to do this for, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was fortunate enough, God blessed me with opportunities to be able to, you know, have a good guy like Mr. Stratton over here that, you know, I mean.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, Mr. Stratton over here, yo, every time something happens messed up with our production, I'm like, Josh, can you fix it? No, seriously, like, I'm an IT guy, but I'm nowhere near the level of IT as this guy. And he spends long hours editing the content, tightening up the sounds, making sure that I sound the way I sound, because God knows I sound like crap. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's got to AI some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to him because he does do a lot behind the scenes that you guys don't see. I know Candace, I know you see a lot of it because she's probably thinking like, ugh. You know, don't forget you're married to me, mofo. And you know what I'm saying? The whole time he's thinking over here like, oh, crap.
Round one.
You know what I'm saying?
Mistress Micah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Candace, I appreciate you too because without you allowing him to come over here and hang out with us, this whole podcast stuff doesn't happen. He's a very important asset to us. Just as much as this man over here as well, Mr. Jishay, spending a lot of time with us as well. The man is, yo, speaking of that, one thing, I'm glad you did that, bro. This man right here was Chris Brown before Chris Brown. I said it. I don't care what y'all say.
A lot of folks don't know.
I don't care what y'all say. Y'all could be Chris Brown friends. I'm a Chris Brown fan, but here's the thing. This man was been doing this since he was 6, 7 years old, probably even before that.
Seriously.
This man used to literally break it down.
Dancing, flipping, the whole 9 yards,
Everything.
I can still do flips now.
Listen, this man can dance like he ain't got no bones in his body, and it's hilarious to watch because he will choreograph anything and make it into something. You hand him a rapper, somehow that rapper gets animated where he's all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? He's
Before
you know what I'm
TikTok
saying?
was TikTok.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'll give him a pen, and somehow he's writing on the board, you know what I'm saying? And he's like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give him anything, and he improvs it. Like, if I give him a diaper, somehow he's going to put it on the baby in a dancing way. You know, and the whole time I'm over here like, how did he do that?
They took the diaper over.
I'm telling you.
One of these.
Yeah. He took, you know what I'm saying? Like he took the diaper off the baby, somehow powdered it, somehow put lotion on it, and somehow made the diaper make it into the trash can. And I saw everything. And I'm like, yo, this dude just told a whole story with his body. But he had no bones. He had no bones, and his neck was doing all this right here. You know what I'm saying? And the whole look, I'm over here like a girl watching Chris Brown. I'm like,
I'm rich, bitch.
he just threw that away. How did he do that? I'm telling you, man, dude, Josh, you ain't never seen this dude get down, bro. It is seriously hilarious when you watch it because he just improvs whatever. You hand him a cane, he gonna make that cane look like a fucking sword. This shit is crazy, bro. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that didn't know that Booker could really get down, this man literally can get down. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in rap videos or, choreographing for some, major artists. I'm telling you, this dude is really, really that good. You know, God still blessed him and put him in another position where he can still be impactful in different ways. But if he ever wanted to, he could be a choreographer. I promise you. I'm gonna try to talk him into doing something goofy for y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do or how he's gonna do it, but I'm telling you, like he'll just randomly be in mid conversation and he'll be like this, you know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, touch, and I'm like, what the hell? And then somehow I understood what he said in his language. You know what I'm saying? He don't talk. It's just he'll just start doing shit. Like Dan Rude, none of y'all got shit on Jashay. I promise you. None of y'all got nothing on this man. But anyway, man, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about today's rap industry, and where do you think direction they going? Do you think it's better today than it was, say, in like the 2000s and 90s, or do you think like it's complete shit now?
See, I don't want to be one of those to knock the younger generation because I still listen to their music, but I will say like my favorite era will be like early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like 90s was cool, but then you start to get like we know the Kendricks to Drakes to Wiz Khalifa's to Big Sean's. You have like actual folks lyricism, Wale's versus back then. Like I said, back then was cool. You know, we have because Tupac is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Tupac, Nas, say Jay-Z.
Don't bring Jay-Z
But you know what
up,
I'm saying?
man.
That's too early. Look, that was a little too early.
Hey, this man gonna be in jail eventually with Diddy talking about like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be over like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be giving each other that hot two in them motherfucking cell, boy. Hey, Jay-Z's under. Hey, speaking of that,
Hey,
man, I was
man.
watching NBA Inside, man, and somehow Kenny brought up something about Jay-Z talking about his music, and
And
then
they all too soon. And they all
hey, they said, "Hey, not a good time, not a good time."
like why did they do that? Why did he
Yo,
do that?
hey.
That's how I feel right now. That's why I was like Jay-Z. I was like, oh, bro, I'm trying to swallow the words back in my mouth. I said Jay-Z.
Out of nowhere, we go from a live stream, and then all of a sudden YouTube kicks us out because, you know what I'm saying, he brought up Jay-Z, and they thinking we promoting Jay-Z. Man, listen, Jay-Z, we know what you did, all right? And you can play it off however you want. Man, you got Beyonce when she was 16.
And they was saying he used to mess with Aaliyah.
Yeah, he
That's
messed
how
with
him and
Aaliyah.
Dame Dash was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
falling out.
Yep, so we
That
all
would
know.
suck.
We know what it is, bro. Good luck. I don't think you're going to get away with it. I already know you're going to have to pay something. Now, as
Yeah.
far as them actually taking it to a whole nother level and turn it into a criminal thing, I don't know. It ain't
Like-
my
like a
opinion to say, but
NDA.
good luck. Hove, if you in the Illuminati, we gonna know, sir. Because if you get away with all this, we know what time it is. We already know you a gatekeeper, but it's cool. I like Jay-Z's music personally. From back then, you know, he don't really do much now, even behind the scenes. But you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z will still go down as one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't no haterism over here.
So I guess I should ask you though. So who do you think won the beef? Kendrick?
I
or
knew I was
Drake?
gonna ask you this
Yes,
first.
sir.
Man, me personally, bro, I like both of them, but
Yeah.
I definitely think Drake lost.
I think so too.
I think Drake lost.
I think so too. Like, cause coming from a standpoint, it's like, especially once you try to sue this man over Not Like Us.
Bro, that's
It's like,
crazy.
That's crazy. I'm a huge fan of both.
Yep.
To be always honest, Young Angel actually came from. That's my name from DJ Young Angel. Actually came from Drake when he used
Really?
to call himself Young Angel, and then he used to call Lil Wayne Young Lion. So that's how I actually got the name Young Angel. But
Nice.
then I started being one of those when I started doing community work and stuff like that too. It's like more of a thing where I feel like I'm an angel on this earth,
Yeah.
serving God's purposes and stuff
Yeah.
like that too. So that's how I was like, you know what, I'm just actually stick with that. But my name actually came from Drake,
That's
and I'm a
what's up.
huge Drake fan. But
Same here.
I believe,
You lost.
yeah, that he lost. You know what I'm saying?
lost.
Just check it up, because it's like you kind of started the war and you kept poking the bear,
Hey.
poking the bear, poking the bear. That's like poking a bear in hibernation. Dog, you do not want to do
You
that.
gonna wake up.
Yeah, seriously.
That man gonna wake up and knock these rings out your ass.
The Sonic coins.
Man, that's what's up. But yeah, I was definitely gonna ask you who you thought won between Drake and Kendrick. But yeah, anytime you try to sue somebody over some music, and for one, he's going after some very important people that he's trying to sue. So I
Yeah.
think that's really gonna backfire on Drake.
Yeah.
And conspiracy wise, they're talking about how the fact that they pushed that through the algorithm so much because it was right in his negotiation time to re-sign his deal.
Yeah.
So just to get him to sign less now because whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think it's good for the community personally. It keeps things hot and interesting. So it's like, bro, whether you win or you lost, like, it's cool. Because, like,
Yeah.
I liked Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. I said the same thing.
And
Because Machine Gun Kelly was going hard too.
he was doing his thing. I mean, yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah.
But like it wasn't like it was clear. Like
Yeah.
there was a couple times you're like, damn, bro, I'm him. I know you're gonna come back, but he did stand his ground. It was one of those. But I think MGK boosted up from that. Now,
Yeah.
he kind of went to a whole different type of demographics. He really wasn't pushing out much rap after that.
Yeah.
But it still inclined his career because it brought a lot of attention that people who didn't really know who Machine Gun Kelly was.
Yeah.
They now checked it out just because it was Eminem.
Yep.
So I feel like, yeah, it's Drake. Yeah, it's Kendrick. But I feel like both of them are still going to benefit from it in the
Yeah.
long tier run. You know what I mean?
I was just a little upset that J. Cole backed out, because I believe J. Cole would have really gave
I did.
Kendrick a run for his money
I
for
thought
sure.
The same. I definitely thought the same. I thought,
Man,
just even that song that J. Cole came out with was dope in itself.
Yes.
I remember the second it dropped, I dropped on YouTube and watched it numerous times, just dissecting the bars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I get it. You don't really want to lose a friend over that type stuff.
Yeah,
but it's
so that's
like,
definitely understandable.
I understand where you're coming from, but dude,
Why would you start it?
it's
Why would
tough.
you even say
Yeah,
anything?
Yeah.
You should have not said nothing
Yeah.
at all.
No, I totally agree.
Because,
Totally.
man, we know how dope J. Cole actually is.
Yeah. I mean, literally, what did he say? Just because you don't shoot the gun, to me, the gun ain't
Yeah,
deadly.
man.
Boy, and that was a bar right there.
I thought what's her name was gonna try to get in the beef as well. Big Sean.
Yeah, I whatever happened to that? Did you just
Uh,
decide to take a back seat on that?
I guess so, and then probably of how big of a what's the name hit Not Like Us was. He
Yeah,
was
Not
like,
Like
you know
Us
what?
went crazy.
Let me just go ahead and back off, because he knew, because he had put out a single. He
Yep.
put out a single, but the Not Like Us just overshadowed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean was
Yeah,
trying to make
definitely did.
that comeback.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't trying to go down right away because it would have been ugly. K-Dot would have slammed it.
Man, yeah,
I
you're
like
right
it.
about that. You're definitely right about that.
But
Jordan, hold on real quick. Sorry to cut you off. I had to see something. Jordan Allison
Mhm.
told me you used to be crumping back in the days of McDonald's in the drive-through window.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You was
Ser-
out there grooving it?
Seriously, especially I started working at McDonald's 14 when I was 14 all the way to 18. So like, yeah, I definitely, yeah, I'd be here when he's popping. Oh,
Hey, could you imagine driving up to the to the window after you just ordered a number 5 and a Happy Meal for your kid and see this? Hey, look, so I'm pulling up right now. I'm like, all right, pull to the front. So I'm pulling up. All of a sudden, I'm gonna get my money out, and then you see this right here. Hey, the whole time he's doing that, brother, I don't even want the food no more. Here's $10, brother. You got it. You put on a show, brother. Hey, that's what I call customer service right
But
there.
That's what you say though. Is them fries hot? Never mind. Give me them fries. I'll take the fries and the pies. Especially them holiday pies. Ooh wee.
Hey, when you start handing Deshae money from the window, you know what I'm saying? You be like, hey, sir, here you go. He be like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Well,
Somehow he
for
opens up the
food.
register. He's like this. Boom. You like, yo, that shit is dope. My boy, let me put in a good word before you tell your manager, man. That's some great service right there. No, that's hilarious, though. No, I happened to see that in the comments, and I was like, yo, I got to ask him about that. But anyway, go ahead, Josh. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
On that's how I know I'm in the wrong neighborhood. See, that shit happens to me. I'm like, oh,
This is not for me.
dog. I think I ordered through the app. But
Hey.
give me my points, and
Oh my God! Speaking of the app, though, dog. Speaking of the app, I remember I posted a status. People were hot. They were hot. They was trying to explain themselves. I said, "You have to be a big back mother effer if you have the app." Man, when I mean everybody was trying to explain themselves, but I got kids. I like my points. Man, just say you got a big back energy. Just say that, McRib.
Look, I get McDonald's almost every day at lunch.
Oh,
And if I see,
you're running it?
Look, if I see somebody get up there and start talking in the fucking in the mic, I'm like, yo, get the goddamn app, get the hell out of here. I ain't got time for this. Look, I'm trying to get my McDouble and my McChicken and 3 fries and get the fuck on.
He's like, but honey, if we buy $5 more, we can get a
No.
free drink.
The old lady don't go. It's just me. These 25,000 points are mine. She ain't got nothing to do with them. They're mine. That's the only way to
Gotcha.
Yo.
That's the only way to get them free
Over here
fries. You
sweating.
come up and just order regular. You're out.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Oh, anyway, what I was gonna say earlier is Kendrick on his new album, calling out Lil Wayne. What
Man.
indirectly, directly,
We're leaving him the hell
what you think's
alone.
gonna happen? Yeah, when he said, poking the bear,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, what about that?
Yeah. Me personally, if Wayne goes to that old Wayne, Kendrick would not annihilate the old Wayne.
Yep, that's what I said.
Now, if he starts with what we say, late 2000 Wayne, where he always talking about eating coochie and all that other stuff.
I talk about one banana. Two
Yeah,
bananas.
yeah, he's gonna get tore up. But if he goes to like the Carter 1, Carter 2, the dedication Wayne, oh my! And then I hear that lighter go on. Oh, it's over with. It's over with. So Kendrick better come with it if it happens.
Speaking of Lil Wayne, out of curiosity, did you think he got shafted with the whole Super Bowl being in Louisiana and whatnot?
Personally, I was a little upset. I was a little upset with that because it's definitely Wayne's time. And then, especially if you already know that he was even saying too that he purchased his first like football ticket, being at the New Orleans stadium and stuff like that too.
Right.
So, and he I forgot what kind of passes and stuff that he has, but it's like, why wouldn't you let this man perform? I understand because Kendrick's at his peak right now. So they will want Kendrick versus the Wayne. And I've seen a lot of people saying that, Kendrick's performance would be better than Wayne. But me personally, I felt like sometimes you have to give people their flowers while they can smell them right
Facts.
now. Give
Facts.
the roses so like too. So
That's
I
real
thought,
shit.
Yeah, so I thought that it would have been
That's real shit.
Yeah, I
man.
thought it
That's
would have been
real shit.
super dope
Give 'em
for
their flowers while they
yeah,
can
for
still smell 'em.
Wayne to actually be there. And or what could maybe happen if Kendrick actually brings out Wayne. So that could still be super dope, but I feel like Wayne should have had his own
He should have had his own moment.
Yeah.
for sure.
That'd have been sick. Have a Cash Money reunion or something
Bro,
like
something
they
like
did.
that.
Oh, like they like they did in New Orleans.
BG's out of jail, get them all out there and squash it in front of everybody.
Mhm.
Man, it would have been sick.
Did you see the Cash Money reunion?
Oh,
I haven't.
Yeah, they had a Cash
I
Money
know they had
reunion.
one.
Yeah, like it was a few weeks ago, maybe like almost a month ago. Yeah, and like they looked like they was all having fun. But and the crazy thing is, I see why Juvenile was always a lot of people's favorite. And the reason why I say that because just his performance alone while they had the reunion, he's definitely still was top tier versus everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Even over Wayne.
Speaking of, since we're still in the hip hop world right now,
Mhm.
I know you saw that video of Usher feeding T.I.'s wife
What, the cherries?
the cherries, bro.
Saying, could it be me?
Bruh, man, I don't know how y'all feel at home, but I ain't never letting another man feed my girls some cherries or any kind of fruit in general.
Probably me personally, just coming from the standpoint, just me, we ain't insecure. Yeah, we're not insecure or anything, so like too. So I really wouldn't have a problem with that, long as she not going overboard and stuff. Oh my God,
She stuck the tongue out.
yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just opened your mouth and then been fine with it. The
Yes.
fact that she stuck her tongue out and her
Yes.
eyes rolled back,
Yes.
that was a whole nother message
Yes.
right there. Now, and me personally,
But what if she turned the cherry stem into a knot? That would have really been crazy. Oh my God!
listen, if she would have turned the stem into a knot, boy, I'd have been over here like,
Where?
what?
Bruh, really?
That wouldn't have happened 5 years ago, but now that Tiny won that big ass lawsuit,
Lawsuit, yeah.
she's the boss now. She's like, you just shut the hell up, Clifford. and sit
Because
the
how
hell
much?
over there."
How much did they win? Was it like
Oh,
100 million or something like that? It was something
It was insane.
for like the
yeah.
OMG dolls,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
for them brats like
Yeah, the
dolls.
Bratz
Let me
doll,
see
yeah,
what
it's
they
like-
got.
They
Yeah,
knew
that's crazy.
they knew for a fact that them dolls looked exactly like that group, the
Yeah.
OMG girls.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, though.
They said you owe it and you know it.
Was
Just
that-
give that man his money.
Hey, but when they fed, when Usher looked at T.I., that was a look at, you ain't gonna whoop my ass if I put this in your girl's mouth, right?
Because he knew how it could go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And T.I. kind of just stepped back like, man, I'm, and the thing
Sure
is
enough, yeah.
there ain't no jealousy. And to me personally, if I'm Usher and you T.I., I wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah.
Because there's a mutual respect.
Respect, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I would go do that to a casual fan
Yeah.
or someone that I know wasn't with somebody that I was attached to in
First,
that
yeah,
way,
facts.
because I get it. There's a respect barrier, and you know there's nothing that's going to come out of it, and you're very in tune with your own personal self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where there's no insecurities, that's fine.
I definitely
But
get
you
what you're saying,
gotta
yeah.
respect me at the end of the day, bro. Like,
that's his
and
wife.
shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It ain't like it's some chick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody you just started kicking it with, or somebody you chilling with
Yeah.
for the night. Like, bro, this is somebody that you got a whole empire with. It's like we shouldn't even be you shouldn't even be asking, because I low key felt like T.I. was put in a position that he couldn't say no. You know what I'm saying? Because if he says no, then everybody's like, oh, that's cuck energy. That's
Yep,
you know, he insecure.
Yep,
Blah blah blah. But you know where it was gonna come.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, damn if I do, damn if I don't.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got that Will Smith energy when that happens.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because how he feel,
Holy,
though-
I'm glad you brought up Mr.
Yeah.
Smith.
But the crazy thing is, how would Usher feel if T.I. was performing and did the same thing to his wife?
Facts. That's exactly how I was looking at it.
I don't think
like,
that he would have liked it. He probably would have smiled and laughed it off.
Right.
But nah, buddy.
Yeah.
He probably definitely would, like you said, would have went with that Will Smith energy.
Yep.
We talking about my wife.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we all know you better not go behind Usher. You know, that's another reason.
Man.
That's another reason why I wouldn't allow him to
Boy.
feed my girl. Man, hold
'Cause
on,
when
bro.
that paperwork came, them papers, when
Yeah.
that paperwork, I mean, not really paperwork fully came out, but when that woman said that
Yeah.
he gave her herpes,
Yeah.
that's
You about to feed my
the
girl?
claps.
You about to feed my girl and you got herpes? Nah, bro. You better put on some latex gloves.
And then it's making it all bad too, because at that moment they said that. Then they was talking about he was at the strip club giving out Usher bucks. It's like
wait, I didn't hear that
Usher
part. What
bucks.
do
you
mean
didn't know
Usher
any,
bucks?
you didn't know anything about that.
No, sir.
Yeah, they was
Please
saying
explain to me what are Usher bucks.
pretty much he was at the club and he had printed off money with his face on there, and he was throwing at the strippers, and they were the Usher bucks. And it wasn't like he could like they could cash it in or anything, but yeah, he had Usher bucks. Like, why would you do that?
Usher
If I'm a stripper, bro, I would have been pissed. Would have been hot. I'm thinking I done got 100,000 off of you, and these your face on here. I can't spend this nowhere. What, I'm gonna spend this at the Krabby Patty store? Would have been hot,
Usher bucks.
bro. Would have been.
Hey man, yeah, I don't trade me some of these Usher
Usher
bucks
bucks.
real quick.
Seriously, bro. Like, why?
But yeah, no, that's just, I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know. This is me personally. I thought it was weird, but it is what it is. So why you I want you to take a look at that real quick for me. Why why we have that motion going on. Something else I want to ask you about. Man, do you think, and this is just me,
Mhm.
I kind of have a religious type of mindset there.
Probably because you're moving the camera and stuff around.
Oh, what I wanted to do was ask you, do you think the way that the music industry is, do you think is demonic?
Demonic.
I
Yeah.
just, and it's not necessarily coming from I mean, I come from a good, strong faith background, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like, I'll just see certain things,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, it almost,
from the drugs,
Yeah.
all that, yeah,
yeah,
it
it
plays
just,
a part.
I feel like it does, man, and I feel like it's just one of those things that it just, I don't know, it's hard to really compensate, like, the idea of
Mhm.
back then, like, the way the music was and how it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like it's more demonic
Yeah.
now than what I guess it used to be. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's hard for me to attach to the music at times
Yeah.
because, like, I know what your message is out there.
Mhm.
Like, if you're Little Nas X and you got the devil twerking in
Yeah,
front of you,
that's-
like, bro, I
that's-
don't
man.
need to see that.
I did not like that at
It's-
all.
it's
I'm just being
crazy.
honest.
It's
That was
crazy.
not for me.
No.
And then kids is already listening to your music, so that means you are advertising that. That
That's-
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're literally advertising the fucking or the devil,
yeah.
in that situation.
Now now you're trying to persuade my kids to
Right.
be one of those to think that the devil and is okay. Like,
Right.
no, that's not okay.
Right.
Like, and we already know too, not even just from that standpoint of music, like even with these movies and cartoons and all that other stuff, it's like they're trying to force stuff on kids.
Right.
Like, even, and I don't even really want to get into the Wayne Wade situation, but it's like,
Man,
they're
I was gonna ask you
forcing
about that.
stuff.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Oh yeah, my bad, my
No,
bad,
no,
my
go ahead.
bad.
No, go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
it's like,
Go ahead.
y'all
Why you got it?
forcing stuff? Why would you think that will be okay? Like, a kid's gonna be a kid. Like, now I understand if they want to do that when they get older, but don't force it on anybody and try to like put it out there. Like, nah. If it was me, I definitely would be supportive of my child,
Right.
but I'm not forcing it for everybody to be thinking that that's okay.
Right.
Because like I said, even with Lil Nas X, one of your biggest hits is Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. Yeah.
And kids listen to that.
Yeah.
So they also listen to your music. So why would you force that to have it to where you're riding the devil? So they're looking at your videos,
Yep.
and you would think that would be okay for kids to see you riding the devil twerking wherever they did. I was like, oh no. And then you got where these dudes supposed to be naked and stuff in the shower.
Yeah, in the
Like,
shower,
tripping.
dude. Like,
He's tripping.
do you think it's forced, or do you think it's something that he like willingly wanted to do? Like, is it one of those where like, hey, you have to do this because this is in your contract, or do you think it's more of a, hey, I just think this would be hot to put in a video?
I think it would be that he probably thought that, oh, I think this would be hot to be in a video, because now if I put this out, everybody's going to be talking about it. So now I'm having more views, more streams and stuff because of the negative stuff that I put into it. Because the thing is, we got to understand, even from a standpoint, like how we see, if you promote something positive, you won't get that many shares.
Right.
But when it becomes something negative, people like to share. Like, why don't you have the same energy sharing something positive?
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Well, it just seems like the music industry, like, it just seems like there's not much more positivity,
Yep.
and it's more about like just violence and demonic stuff, and I know that's the image they're wanting to push.
Yeah.
But like, you hear people now say, "I sold my soul." You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's like, okay, is that a figure of speech, or is that more of a no? This is like legit.
This is
You know
what
what
I
I mean?
actually
Like,
do.
this is actually like they legit signed the contract
Yeah.
that tells them, hey, I know I'm not willing to do this, but the contract tells me I have to do it.
Yeah. I have
Like,
to do it.
that's why I was curious if you thought, like, is it something that they're willingly doing, or you think it's more of like, yo, I sold my soul and this is what I gotta do? Because if you remember, you heard Kanye West talking about his mom was sacrificed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that stuff is actually like
Might be,
legit.
it might be true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy thing is, because like
you have multiple people saying that though.
Right.
So it might be true.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to sacrifice one of my family or friends
Right.
over some stuff that I'm doing.
Right.
Just for me to get rich.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you want, especially your mom?
Yeah.
That was like your best friend?
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't picture myself doing that.
I could.
I'd rather be broke.
I could. What you said, man. I would be so broke if you told me, hey, if you sign this contract and you sacrifice, your most prized person, like we're gonna give you everything. I'd be like, I don't even need it, bro. Go find somebody else.
Yeah, because that's like giving up one of our kids.
That's it, dude. It's crazy, man. And then you watch like a lot of the industry, and people like they die young. You know what I'm saying? Like people getting robbed, set up.
Mm-hmm.
You could talk about let me think of somebody.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop Smoke.
XX.
Yeah,
Tekashi.
yeah, bro. I just feel like those are something that's more than what you and I can see. Like, I just feel like there's some behind the scenes. It ain't just some beef.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we beefing. Let's rap about each other, let's talk about our gangs, and then, oh, F you, F this.
Yeah.
Let's just fight. Bro, I think it's more than that, man. I don't know.
I believe you. I believe it.
Josh, I know you probably don't really listen to much, but
I'm
I'm just kidding, man.
He was acting
Sorry.
like Josh
No.
was just listening to Vanilla Ice and saying, like, oh, no. I'm into this.
I'm in the top 2% of Future listeners last year. So,
Oh, yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to Josh, man. Top 2%.
I'll show you the.
Huh?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. Oh. Look.
Hopefully he didn't go, game over. Flip.
What'd you say? You got it?
Yeah, I say quit moving stuff.
Oh.
Just leave it. First the camera, then my
I told y'all.
headset.
As soon as we
But-
put Josh over here, man, Josh fixes everything, man.
No, but I was sitting here thinking, if
he won't fix your credit, though. I know that, so don't even
I can't
ask.
fix my credit. No, but Kanye gonna go sacrifice his mom and then drop Life of Pablo. I mean, he needed some supernatural powers or something after that.
Seriously.
I don't know. I waited for a while for that joke and it didn't hit. So. I was gonna say Vultures Part 1,
Shut up,
but
bitch.
it did have Carnival on it, so we go.
But I liked Vultures Part 1.
No,
but Part 2 it was like, I could do without.
Let's just stop the 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
think so.
it was decent. It wasn't the greatest. I guess I should say too. So, what would be your top 3 Kanye West albums if you had to choose?
Well, yeah, my son and I have been going around with this. He's a huge Kanye fan. He don't wear Adidas because they fucked him
Bro.
over. So, well, of course we gotta go. College dropout.
That almost went all over this shit. I don't know why I was laughing so hard, bro. I just needed a second to get my bearings back, dude. I'm good, though. I'm good. I'm back in the game.
Oh, I'm basic when it comes to Kanye. So we got a college dropout, of course.
Yeah.
Late registration. Then I like the 808s and Heartbreaks. I like the whole.
Yeah.
I like the whole
Not so
auto
bad.
tune shit. And yeah.
What would be your top 3?
You did, literally, I'll be honest, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just like the old Kanye, so like, College Dropout was the biggest one for me, but I mean, literally, we share the same top 3.
And the crazy thing is, mine would be different.
What's yours?
Yeah, mine would
You're
be
the
different.
music guy, I mean, if we're being honest.
Graduation would be my one.
Oh, how did I forget
What about
Graduation?
Graduation?
I take that back.
My Dark Twisted Fantasy would be one of the 2s, and then 808 Heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my top 3.
I would
and
put
it sucks too that it doesn't have the first 2, but yeah, those have to be.
I would put Graduation at number 2. So
Dog,
yeah, I take
that
back.
production was crazy.
That's I don't know how did I forget that.
Those
That
first
was
3
a
are all just one
banger.
together. I mean,
Yeah.
That was a banger. All right, so who's the greatest rapper? Who's the greatest rapper of all time, and then who's the greatest rapper alive?
So we go dead and alive. Okay, dead definitely. Like I said, my favorite rapper is Tupac by far.
All
By
right,
far, my second favorite rapper would be Nas.
Nas, yeah.
Yeah, but if we had like a newer generation, still Drake is still one of my favorite rappers.
All right, so you
Yeah.
think Drake's is the best alive right now? Would you say that?
I would say dang, and the old Drake, but I still would go with Nas. I still would go with Nas.
Nas still the best alive?
To me.
All right.
Yeah.
Just curious,
Yeah,
Josh, who's the best alive and who is the best of all time?
Best of all time. I'm gonna have to hit Tupac too. I mean,
Yep.
he was one that got me into rap,
Yeah.
and I come from a household where my mom listened to Depeche Mode and Air Supply, so whenever
I don't even know who that is.
exactly,
I ain't gonna
Right.
lie. I just said yeah.
yeah.
But I was thinking about like, who the fuck is that?
I'm glad you
I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even know who that is. When he said that, I said, I know that ain't rap.
I'd have been worried if you did. It don't get any whiter in Air Supply for sure. But
All I can think is Mr. Big.
all right.
Just to be the next to be with you. That's all I remember, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is it past that? Is it like that far? Is it further
Oh,
back
it's-
than
it's-
that?
It's way further back than
Oh,
that. We're
shit.
talking like Hall and Oates. You know who they are?
No, I know
Oh,
oatmeal.
man. Oatmeal.
I know
Man,
you.
I don't know these.
I know you Hall. I don't know Hall and Oates. I know Honey Nut Cheerio.
Hey, as you're asking me this, I feel like this.
stupid.
I have no idea who you're talking about right now,
Oh,
Josh.
man.
I am. At this point, I'm expecting this music that the slaves, you know what I'm saying, listen to at this point, bro. I don't know how far back you going, but I feel like Martin Luther King was probably still alive. Is it that far back?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
I was
don't
just
do-
curious.
I don't do math.
I was curious. I'm about to ask my grandma about that.
Yeah,
If I get
yeah.
slapped or something, bro, I'm coming after you. I'm letting you know.
Your mom won't know. She be out there dancing to it.
She better not. My mom better not be dancing to that. I know how I got here. You know what I'm saying?
You know who Hall and Oates is.
Yeah, see?
He said, I know who you all in oatmeal is.
Yeah.
I know Quaker Oats. So you said Tupac, and then who's
And then at Alive, it's a tie for me between Big Boy and Andre. I'm a diehard
Ooh,
Outkast.
I love that.
And you
Andre
can't
3000
separate them.
is-
I love
we've
that.
been
He's
listening to ton. Big Boy is probably one of the most underrated
And
rappers.
that's what I
there
was gonna
is.
say. Literally, me and my buddy was literally having this conversation, and I try to tell like people do not appreciate how dope Big Boy was. They always give the flowers to Andre, which Andre is still one of my top 5. But you still have to add Big Boy in there because them two together, that's probably by far the best duo that I would say.
Oh,
a
yeah.
rap duo.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Who's yours?
Man, best of all time,
Mhm.
Vanilla Ice. No,
Word.
Nah.
Word to your mother.
Ice, ice, baby. I used to do my little pick dance that like doon 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 doon
Oh,
doon.
no, Terry Crews, Micus Cruz.
No, but I would probably say Tupac for sure. I'd have to put Tupac in there. Today, it's a tough one. I'm only basing this off of hits,
Yeah.
and overall success. But I'd have to put Drake up there.
Yeah.
I'd have to put Drake up there,
Yeah.
man. You do have a good argument though with Outkast. I'll be honest, man. Andre 3000. I'd probably say on my list. I'd probably say Pac. Nas.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear this list.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, but we still can't disrespect Hov because
No, hold on. I'm gonna put him in there. He's number 5. I would put Biggie at 4,
okay.
and I would probably put Jay-Z at 5.
That's a
And an
good list.
honorable mention, I'd probably put Wayne in there.
Oh yeah.
Like
by
I don't
far.
want to disrespect Wayne.
by far.
But that's a tough
By
top
far.
5 because somebody's got to lose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and there's
saying?
So many people.
But dude, yeah, I'd probably have to do that. What's your top 5?
I love that list. Okay. Tupac, Nas. That's off the rip for sure. Wayne. I have to put Drake in there.
Okay.
I have to put Drake in there because like I'm a huge fan. And let me see that fifth spot we would go with. Man, it's gonna be probably a toss up between. Cause I love Fab. I love
Fab.
Andre 3000 had to be my 5th, and then an honorable mention would be the Fab or Jadakiss.
Hey, Jadakiss was
Yeah.
that dude too,
Yeah.
bro. That's a good list though. I
Yeah.
can't argue with that list at all. Who you
I was
got?
gonna throw Jewels in there too.
Jewels.
Dipset.
Kill it. Dipset. Bill.
Hey.
See.
You sounded so uncomfortable when you said
I was
that.
like, relate.
We're going to give you a
relate,
chance
hurry,
to try it
relate.
again.
Yeah.
You want to try it again?
Stupid.
I'm done. No, let's go.
You sound like you was yelling at a- you sound like you was
I'm
yelling at
moving
a-
on.
You sound like you was yelling at a kid when you said that. Hey!
Sit down now. You want a whooping?
Heads in bed.
Get timeout.
Go ahead. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Oh no. Yeah, we hit that Tupac, and I got to be definition. So Eminem. Let's see. Trick Daddy. No. You right?
You ain't know
No.
that.
Trick love the kids.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm a West Coast, so I got to throw Snoop in there.
Oh,
I mean, he's got the
Nothing wrong with
longevity.
that.
He's not a lyricist,
Nothing wrong
but I
with
mean,
that.
he's an entertainer.
I
Hitmaker.
think he's a lyricist.
Yeah.
To be honest, and even that Snoop and Dre album they just came out with.
Yeah.
I've been hitting bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And then the Dark Horse. My son and I, we were talking about it the other day. He just dropped the album, Schoolboy Q.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that new album is just sick.
Yeah.
I
Schoolboy
used to
Q.
listen to Absol back in the
That's what
day,
I'm
and
saying,
then,
Absol's
and then I
new project
moved
dropped.
over to Q, and I'm like, oh shit. Between him and I said him earlier, A$AP Ferg. I mean, I get stuck on stuff like that, and it was like, who the hell you listening to?
No, but the thing is, I like that list. To be honest, I really love the list.
Who's your honorable mention?
Oh, honorable mention.
Take that.
Hey.
Go ahead and say it. Bad boy, baby.
Bad
No.
Boy. Okay, you got me. Mace. It's Mace.
I said Mace.
It's Black Rob.
That's what's up. Nah, that's all good.
Oh,
though.
DMX.
DMX.
Oh, yeah.
DMX.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit
Where
he
my dogs
said.
yeah.
Hell. Let me get a number one.
It was Keisha and Tisha and Linda and Pam. Don't bite me.
Yo, did you ever hear the story of Kevin Hart telling about how he went with DMX and his first ever experience with like being around celebrities? You ever hear that story? You ever heard that story? Man, all right. So Kevin Hart was telling the story about first time he ever really found out where he fit out on the food chain when it come to celebrities.
Yeah.
And he said, fucking DMX called him and was like, hey, grab your kid, come to the amusement park. He was like, I need some kids here for my kid's birthday. Kevin Hart was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll show up. So Kevin Hart showed up. It was like, there ain't nobody here. And he's like, did I come to the wrong place? So then he calls DMX. DMX is like, hey, no, I'm pulling up. And he's like, where is everybody? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, man. I rented the whole amusement park for like a couple hours. And he's like, what? He's like, hold on. So let me get this straight. So you rented the whole amusement park. We're talking about like Universal Studios. He's like, you know, like you rented the whole amusement park for just me, you, and our kids? Where's the other kids at? He's like, oh, they couldn't make it. He's like, so you telling me we have this whole amusement park? He's like, yeah, man, I rented out for a couple hours, so we good. He said, that is where I realized that I don't make any kind of money. He said, when you have as much money to rent out the whole amusement park where nobody is there other than employees, he's like, that's where I knew where I fit out on the food chain.
Oh my god.
That was with DMX. Yeah, he said DMX rented the entire amusement park. So he's like, I lost my kid a few times. He's like, I ain't even care. He's like, it ain't like they was gonna, you know, my kid ain't gonna go anywhere. You know, yeah, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Don't make this all about you. This ain't your day.
I wonder how much that would cost.
Oh, dude, when he said that, I was just like imagining how much money you have to. You probably thinks that the amusement park probably makes just in a few hours.
Yeah.
And he probably had to pay double that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
bet.
That's how
You
you
gotta shut it
know
down.
you shutting it all down just so you and one other person, one other family can show up and ride all the park or all the rides in the amusement park.
I
That's
think that
insane.
experience will be so.
Oh my
dope.
gosh! Could you imagine just like
'Cause
Holiday
who-
World being like that?
Who wants all those people in there
Anyway,
anyway?
yeah. That's just you just know you got a lot of money when it's like that, bro. That's nuts. But yeah, Like I said, once again, Facebook, y'all, make sure y'all go on to the Immaculate Podcast on YouTube. So that way y'all can hear all the cool sound effects and all the extra stuff that we do, because we had a malfunction issue that y'all didn't see that Mr. Stratton fixed because I keep touching shit. And the sad part is I keep doing this all the time, you know, and like you would think I learned after so many times. I just start touching stuff because I'm adjusting things, and all of a sudden I either unplug something or I end up changing the switch settings on something, and all of a sudden we froze over here like we doing a mannequin challenge on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to ask you, Puka, just because I know that you're a sports fan too, you know, talk about since the NBA season's going on right now. Who do you think's gonna win it all in the NBA season this year? Who do you think is the it factor, and you think is gonna end up holding that championship up?
Man, it's crazy. I was thinking maybe Boston could do it again, to be already honest. But then this is a shocker for me
I know
how
you're gonna go
good
with.
OKC is doing.
I knew you was gonna say that.
That is crazy of how dope they actually are doing this year.
They're
But
good.
I think Boston probably could take it again this year. But I love the Mavericks too, though.
Man, I wasn't gonna throw my Mavs in there
No,
just because as a fan, I can't.
me,
I'm biased.
I'm a huge Kyrie fan.
Right.
You know,
boy.
just being from a point guard position, stuff like too, and then Luka is dope.
Yeah.
Their team is actually dope.
Yeah. And I don't think they're done yet. I think we're still gonna make another trade. I know the rumors talking about Jimmy Butler coming to Dallas as well. Yeah.
Who you think's gonna leave then?
We would definitely have to ship out some of our young pieces. We do have a couple of draft picks. Like we'd have to probably ship out. I would say, we're gonna be run thin on our bench. That's for sure. But I think a guy like Derek Lively would be in that trade, who I think's a huge asset for us.
Definitely is.
And I'm a Duke fan, so when we got him, I was already about it. But I think we would lose like maybe a guy like him, you know, couple bench players.
Yeah, I'll take that for Jimmy Butler. Though.
Yeah,
Jimmy
I would
Buckets-
too.
Jimmy Buckets is crazy.
I would too, and not to mention you can have all the draft picks you want, because you going in right there, brother.
Yeah,
that team with Kyrie, Luka, Clay,
That's a winning
Jimmy
team.
Butler.
That's a winning team.
And listen, whoever the center is, I
Yeah.
could play center for that team
Yeah.
and we still winning the
That's a
championship.
winning team.
That's crazy. But you know, I don't disagree with you. I do think Boston's still gonna pull it out. I know that they're still currently going through injuries right now. So I do think that Boston will still pull it out if they can be healthy toward like the second round and beyond. I still don't think there's a team that's assembled to beat them in a 7-game series. But OKC is coming, bro.
Yeah, that's a sleeper team.
I told everybody last year when my Mavs knocked them out that I said the only reason why we beat them is because we're 2 years ahead of them right now. As soon as they fully hit their prime, if they keep that whole team assembled, you can forget about it. That's a future dynasty right there. If they can keep the team. And if I'm OKC, I'm trying to make a trade for Giannis right now.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, I would call Giannis, or I would try to call KD, and I would trade one or two of my valuable assets. Actually, I wouldn't even trade two. I would trade one valuable young piece and a bunch of draft picks. And you tell me a guy like Kevin Durant or a guy like Giannis to come to that team, and they could still be themselves with a bunch of young dogs, bro. They're the number one offensive and defensive team right now in the NBA, which is insane to me. I still think the level of experience will play a factor in that. So that's why I think in a 7-game series, I personally think that's I think my Mavs are still going to come out of the West, man. I do. I don't want to sound biased with that.
No, but they literally have a great team. Yeah. But dang, what's the name? So if Giannis leaves, I believe Dame will leave too.
Oh no, Dame's definitely gone.
Yeah.
If Giannis leaves, Dame's out. And
I wonder where because I'm saying that having that player too.
Could you imagine throwing him? I know they wouldn't be able to do it, but could you imagine if say if you sent Bradley Beal out, you traded him to send him to Milwaukee, and you get a Dame to go run with KD and Devin Booker? That would be nice.
Yes.
Another team I would probably throw him at if I had the chance is I would try to make a trade to send him to Golden State. Have a Curry and Dame show.
1-2, yeah.
Bro, that would be a nasty 1-2 punch as well, just as an idea. And I would think of a third team. Let me think of a good third team.
That would actually,
that would fit. It would make sense and actually have a potential winning. I would probably say Dude, it's a tough one. If I am the Denver Nuggets,
That'd be good.
I would ship out like an Aaron Gordon
Yeah,
and maybe some draft picks,
that'd be good.
and you can run him, Jamal Murray, and Jokic all as well. I feel like that three-headed monster could still work as well.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think the Nuggets is gonna win again.
No, they won at the right time, and kudos to them.
Yeah.
But eventually, Jokic is gonna get tired of that as well. Because once you win the title, man, your expectations are just completely different. So,
And Minnesota's good too. I love
ooh,
I love AE.
could you imagine
Yes.
if Dame went to Minnesota?
Yes.
Man, that's a good one.
Yes.
All right, Minnesota, y'all put on a clock. Yo, I'll be honest, sorry. That may tip the scales.
Mhm.
You put a Dame Lillard there, but the problem is who you going to get rid of? I mean, you'd have to ship out Mike Conley for sure. He'd have to go in the trade.
Yep.
But you'd have to probably trade like maybe like a Nazi Reed or somebody's going to have to go in that trade package. Yeah, you see what I mean? And he is nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but dude, I like that. Actually, I like that better. Dude, Dame and Dame, I know you ain't listening to my freaking podcast, but if you somehow get this message,
That's right
brother,
now. He ain't listening right now. We
go to
speaking in
yeah,
existence. It's
go
gonna
to
happen.
Minnesota.
Dog, it's gonna happen.
Go to Minnesota. And
Speaking
if
into
not,
existence.
I tell you somebody, I think if the Mavs can somehow pull off Jimmy Butler, I think that pretty much secures us
That's
a
a
good
deal.
championship run too.
Yes.
The gamble is that he's not going to resign, though. That's the thing. He's already said, I'm not going to resign wherever I go, whether I stay here in Miami or go elsewhere. I will test a free agent. So, whatever. I don't know. You know, it's still up in the air. Josh, who do you think's going to win it?
I ain't got shit, man. I ain't watching any NBA this year, so I was about to start watching it, and they had that damn NBA Cup.
You had all
Yeah.
that time to
These
look
are
it up
the
on the phone.
ugliest-
You
These are
coulda
the
bullshitted.
ugliest courts I ever seen. I
Yeah, you
can't sit here and watch 10 minutes of this.
You could have just
But-
been like the Lakers, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
nah,
The
I-
Lakers.
I'm not a Lake
I-
show
I,
man.
me
I'm
neither,
not
me
a
neither.
Lake-
But you could have just threw out a team name. You know,
Look,
you
I'm
could have been like
being-
the Hawks. You
I'm
know,
being honest. No,
the Pacers. You know,
let's
let's
see.
gonna win it all.
they still got a team in Boston. That's what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, they won last year. That's a pretty good pick.
No, yeah.
That's a pretty good pick. No, seriously, like Boston's really good. They were assembled correctly. They got Drew Holiday for Apocalypse and some bubble gum.
Man,
Not
and
grenade
that was
gum,
a
but he got it for some
great-
bubble gum.
That was
Yeah.
a great trade.
That was a phenomenal trade.
man,
They got him
so
for
dope.
nothing.
Man, it-
So yeah, I think
It's
Boston.
just hard as hell to watch any NBA right now. All it is threes, man. It's just like
That's why their viewership's down.
yeah,
They've
I
been
mean,
down. Yeah.
I saw yesterday. One of the games they had a combined 56 3-pointers that were missed. You know, in an entire game. It's
Jesus.
like I know the math makes sense, but Jesus Christ, guys, come on, get rid of. They
Jeez.
ban the 3-pointer. See what happens.
Yeah.
Take it back in time.
Yeah, a lot of them wouldn't be in the league
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, not at all.
So we talked about the NBA. Who do you got in the NFL? Who do you think's gonna win it all in football?
To be all honest, I don't watch football, so we just say the Eagles.
The Eagles. Actually,
Or
that's
the
not a
Chiefs.
bad pick.
Or the
That's,
Chiefs.
that's not a bad pick.
Or
Either
the
one.
Chiefs.
It's not a bad pick. I definitely think the Chiefs are going to repeat, though. I think they'll be the first team to three-peat. Shout out to
That'd
Taylor
be
Swift because obviously we all know that you got a
Mhm.
lot to do with that.
Yeah,
but
I ain't gonna sit there and stunt. So when I do watch football, I get tired of seeing her.
Yeah.
I just get
that's
tired
the NBA.
of seeing
That is the
her.
NFL doing that for sure.
They
Yep.
know they boosting up that rating.
People, yeah, they know that. One of the thing is too is like when you talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, you call them the Kansas City Swifts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that bad.
Because
like,
she started boosting up what's her name?
Yeah.
Sales.
the revenue, yeah,
It's
Yep.
like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Them
Yep.
Swifties beat man.
yeah.
And I think she's
She
probably
just-
like the highest paid.
She just scratched, I believe,
ain't
$2 billion in revenue and from concerts in one calendar year, and she took off. Get this, she took off the remainder of her schedule to enjoy it with family and everything, but I believe she eclipsed the 2 billion mark, which is like insane.
And this is crazy because
You-
I only know one Taylor Swift,
Same.
song, and that's like "Shake It Off."
I-
Other than that, I don't know any.
Well, and that's what this whole year's been, just her going out there and performing old stuff that she's gotten control of and
That is
re-recorded. So I mean, it's
crazy.
just like a greatest hits tour.
You think she industry plant? Do you think
We
Taylor
talked
Swift?
about this?
Do you think? No, I'm asking him.
Yeah.
Do you think Taylor Swift's an industry plant,
Dang,
or do
I
you
don't-
think it's hard work?
it could be a little bit of both? It
I
could be,
agree.
yeah, I'm saying it can be a little bit of both because the thing is, especially she's coming from like a strategic standpoint and stuff like that too, and really marketing herself stuff like that too. So, and I see she like just stuff that she does on social media is definitely great. So she does put in the work. It ain't one of those where it's just fully handed to her stuff like that too. Like you have to put in some of those work to build that. Like we already know, even with because me and my brother was actually having one of these conversations too of like how you have certain people that have fans like crazy. Like she's one of those. Nicki Minaj is one of those. Beyonce is one of those. Like who else we can say that has like this crazy fan base?
I think Gorilla.
Gorilla.
I think her incline has been going
Sexy
crazy.
Red.
Sexy Red's
Sexy
another
Red,
one.
too. Yeah.
I feel like they're
Up and coming.
they're on the rise
Yeah.
and like they are coming
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean, you pretty much named everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like the fact that every time they always have awards, Beyonce somehow is always involved in that, and I feel like Beyonce doesn't really do much anymore either.
Yeah. No.
So you know, I think you pretty much nailed everything as far as everybody that you would say is like the it factor.
Yeah.
Pretty much is who you named. But comedians, who do you think's the best comedian right now?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle by far.
All right, Josh.
Dave Chappelle. That's for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Chappelle, but oh damn, totally went blank. Oh,
Game
hold on.
Blouses. I never forget that one.
Oh shit. Hold on.
What is it?
You go ahead. I can't believe I totally forgot bro's name.
Chappelle.
No.
Chappelle is definitely up there. I think Chappelle is probably the best. Man, it's so tough now because like it's not like it used to be where you used to just compete against each other or like your stand-ups.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's really hard to say. I still think Chappelle is still number one.
But if we were going, I don't want to say dead like that, but if we were going deceased, it had to be Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac,
Oh,
really?
definitely.
I'd put Richard Pryor number one.
That's what I'm saying. I would say those two.
Yeah,
I was literally.
Bernie's definitely in there for sure, though.
I literally was gonna say those two.
Yeah. But man, I tell you what, dude, Kevin Hart's been killing it on these streams, bro. These streams with Kai and everything,
oh my
bro.
God. Yeah, look, streaming wise, now
Hilarious.
I was thinking you was more saying just stand up.
Yeah, no, just in general comedy.
Around.
Yeah, in general
I
comedy.
I probably still would say Dave Chappelle.
Yo, I would too.
But when it comes to just being themselves on the streaming end,
Yeah.
it's definitely Kevin Hart.
Bro.
For sure. But him, Kai, and Drewski,
Bro.
oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
Seriously.
He said, y'all, the best part about that last stream they did, he's talking about Kai's people and how he needs to fire a lot of them.
Man.
And he said, "Here, give me that."
What's
Give me that. He
up?
said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up?" He said, "You're fired." He said, "Put somebody on this walkie that can do the job right the first." Bro, when he said that, I was dying.
Me and my girl was screaming, dog.
Man, I was like, this dude is so funny.
I believe they should have a movie.
I totally agree
They
with
have
you.
to.
I totally agree with you. Another one that's funny. Now, we're kind of piggybacking off of the streaming. You gotta give Charleston White a little bit of a recognition.
He's hilarious. Seriously.
That-
Charleston White is hilarious.
You know that his just to get him on a pod, which is insane to me, guys. I would love to have this man on the pod. I actually have his manager's number because that time when he got jumped on stage, I actually sent a text to his promoter and I was like, "Hey, if you guys are legit looking for security guys, it's like legit." I was like, "You should hit me up. I work for country singers. I've worked for rappers.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked for celebrities before to do security for, but you know, I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or whatever, but he's only charging $5,000. $5,000 to put him on your. I'm sure the bigger the platform, the more it costs. But he was just talking about one of the other ones he went. He said they paid him like $5,000. But he said what he does is when he comes into a city, he will try to find other avenues to make money.
Same thing
So it's
what I
like,
do when
yeah.
I come home.
Yeah. You go in, you're reaching out to radio stations, you're reaching out to bars and type stuff. And let's be honest, if he ever came to Evansville, no matter where he goes, there's going to be a crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, dang, $5,000. I'm like, shh, it's kind of actually doable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Because
like,
the thing is, if you get him on here, which we already know, you have to spend money
to make money. Yep.
So, and it's not like that's only thing that you want,
Right.
but that's the future goal.
Yep.
So if you definitely spent the money and made it an investment,
Right.
you definitely could be one of those to get him on the show, and that's going to boost your ratings.
Yep.
Up because he's going to promote it,
Yep.
and then that's when the ratings is actually going to go up.
Yep.
And you can try to figure out a way by
To set something up. Oh,
not
go ahead.
not
Go
even
ahead,
not
sorry.
even not even really that. You can try to figure out a way, as in try to where you can try to get a grant for your business.
Yep.
Once you get the grant for your business, now you can spend that money to get him there.
Yeah,
to get him
a great
here.
idea.
Instead of being one of those where you're spending your own money, we might as well try to get a grant. You can get minority grants,
Yep.
all kind of other grants as well, and then you take the grant and get him on the show, and now the
That's-
ratings is going through the roof.
That's I mean, that's some for real juice right there. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of gave me something to think about, man, for sure. That's some good stuff right there. Because you know, I would bring him in for sure, and then I would make sure we had something else in line at like a show
Yeah.
to do some sort of little stand-up
Yeah.
type of thing, or like a
Mhm.
good big meet and greet, or maybe like an after-party setup
And
or
that's
something
what I
like
was gonna
that.
say. Even if you did a stand up,
Yep.
you get him on here, do a stand up, and then after the stand up, then you can make more money too by having the after party.
Yep.
So it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And bam.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Yeah, all right, y'all. Got some homework to do now.
That's
You
an
know what I'm saying?
entrepreneur mind thinking right
Listen, sir, Mr. Charleston White, we're going to talk very soon. Hopefully we can come to an understanding.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. There ain't going to be no BS over here. But I would love to have him on the pod. But, yeah, we're talking about streaming. I think he's kind of like an honorable mention. Cat Williams hasn't really been doing much, but dang, man, Cat Williams been on fire.
Shay. I think that's definitely his highest
Yeah.
viewed video.
He said he got paid so much money from YouTube that he tried to offer Cat Williams something. Cat Williams refused to take it.
They say like Cat Williams is like really dope when
Yeah.
it comes to that. Like,
Yeah.
I think it might have been Kevin Hart or somebody too. I think on his stand up or something where they was saying like he's one of those where he gives people money and stuff.
Yep.
Like he bring people on tour with him.
Yep.
And he was paying them stuff like too just out of his pocket.
Right.
That is super dope.
Yep.
To be all the way honest.
Yeah, that's so sick.
But we gotta definitely give a huge shout out to
Kai.
Castanet, like he's definitely doing his thing from being one of those how many views and stuff that he has. He
Yeah.
constantly keep breaking his own record.
Yeah. Kai's definitely killing it.
He
I,
want to be on there.
I'll be honest. I think he's an industry plant. Yep, I said it.
Oh God, really?
I think Kai's an industry plant, man.
Oh,
I'm not knocking him. I think what he's doing is great. I just question when he started getting all these celebrities on. I just wanted to know who was in control of that. If it was him, I'd be like, all right, you know what? I take that back. That's my fault for overlooking his hard work. That's the only reason why. Because I know for a fact Aiden Ross is an industry plant. Like, I know for a fact he is.
See what Kai is. I won't say that he is, and because I've been watching him for a while, and he will even tell you his story of how his mom and them they were moving back from New York to Atlanta, back and forth. Like they were homeless. So he actually had to really put that work in for him streaming, getting the team and stuff around him. But I think that he's one of those where he reached out to these people because when they usually come on the show, they usually would talk about just how kind he is, how wholehearted and stuff he is, stuff like too. So I think that he really put that work in because you gotta understand when a person is homeless, most of the time, so like too, and they definitely want to get out of that environment, they're gonna try to do what all they need to do to try to survive. Because if we really think about it, a lot of celebrities are one of those too, where they have their stories where they end up being homeless for years.
Yep.
For years, sacrificing a lot.
Right.
So I think it might be one of those where he really put that work in to be where he's at.
I hope he did. I'm not saying like all of his work was given to him. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, but having the celebrities and stuff.
I
on there.
felt like there's someone that was a gatekeeper to allow him to get that type of. Because let's be honest, he's a brother.
Yeah.
That's why I question it because I'm like, all right, who's pulling the strings behind the
Yeah.
door? And his hard work, dude, his content is still good regardless.
Mhm.
Like, I think Aiden Ross, I don't think his content is any good at all. I think his guests are the good ones.
Yeah.
I think he's boring. I think he's lame. And I watch his stuff occasionally only because of who's on the show.
Yeah.
I will watch Kai in itself
Mhm.
before he grabs Drewski, before he grabs Kevin
Yeah.
Hart, before he has Nicki Minaj on there,
Mhm.
or whomever. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I think he's done a phenomenal job, and I hope he stays on top for a long time. But there's a lot of things that I question now, and maybe it's got a lot to do with people saying, "Oh, I sold myself."
Yeah.
I just start questioning. That's what people always like, man, did you ever want to be famous? No, actually, I the way that it's presented now, it seems like being famous is a bad thing.
Yeah.
It really does, man, because someone's always pulling your strings. Someone's always telling you what to do. And it's like, me personally, money doesn't validate who I am. It's the legacy that I build, it's the empire that I create, and it's the stability and trustworthy that I have amongst my peers. You know what I mean? And if I'm broke, you know what I'm saying, and don't have anything, you can never take away any of those values from me. I'm always still going to be the same person at the end of the day. But money only, that's one thing I love what Shannon Sharp says, money will only multiply who you really are.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're generally a good person down to earth, you're just going to be that times 10, because now you have the ability to be able to support others.
Yep.
Which reminds me, guys, girls, Facebook, YouTube, I am doing another pizza giveaway to the homeless. This is strictly something that I do with my friends. I have videos, I have pictures, I have receipts from what we did last year. Literally, just people just donated to like my Cash App, and I would send them pictures of us. Not only of the receipt, I didn't take a dime from this. We literally raised like $435 last year, and I bought every single penny. Went on a pizza, and I think we ended up having like 40-something pizzas that we literally just drove around town and just gave them to homeless people with waters. And all we wanted to do was tell them to keep God in their life and to just keep fighting. Don't give up. That's all we did. So it's like, I wish I had that opportunity where I was making that kind of money, because I would just only magnify that. But I'm creating a new event. If you guys want to donate to that, or you guys want to be a part of that, you guys are interested, please DM me, because I plan on doing it sometime around like Christmas of some sort, or something around that time frame. If y'all want to get with me, I'll be more than happy to put y'all on game, and we could be able to bring people some sort of good spirit and good faith, with only $5 to $10 per person.
But still,
you know what I mean?
saying it definitely goes a long way, because you already know all the stuff that I do behind the scenes, like, for the community stuff. So I definitely know. It really helps. It literally, really helps. So yeah, I'm saying I'll donate some money somewhere too.
Sounds good, man.
I got you.
And everybody that donates, you will get a shout out. I will do a live stream, not because of the publicity, because everybody kept asking, well, why do you do it? God told me to do it. That's why. I'm not doing it for any other reason. The reason why I'm even doing video and pictures is so those people who are states over, I had people donating from Vegas, from Florida, in Miami. I had people in Tampa, people in Orlando. I had people in the East Coast that was in like Maryland, Boston. I mean, like, the money was coming from all these different avenues, but they couldn't be here to see it in person. So that's why I had the video footage, was for them, so they could put a face to where their dollars were going. But closing remarks, man. I feel like we kept Deshae here long enough.
I'm good. I'm actually having a great time. So
man,
yeah, it wasn't bad.
Josh, what do you think?
That's it. No, man. I ain't feeling too hot today. The old lady, we stayed here long enough where she's going grocery shopping. That's what I was looking at my phone earlier. So she's like, all right, I'm out. Like, okay, I'll see you when you get home.
How'd you get sick?
Huh?
How'd you get sick?
Work.
What was you working?
Oh, just do my normal IT stuff, and last night was our company party, so there's people around people, and I don't like being around people. So anytime around them, it makes me sick inside and out. So it was no, I don't know.
Got a UTI.
just like,
He ain't sick. He got a UTI. No, but
I ain't feeling well.
No, I can definitely tell you ain't feeling well. That's why I didn't really pick on you much, like we usually do. Try to get you to talk much.
So here taking that.
Yeah, I hear you. But no, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump out of here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you guys haven't yet, jump on the Immaculate Facebook page. Make sure you guys like it. Make sure you guys follow the page. Go to YouTube on the Immaculate Podcast.
And we posted this online, but if you are you have yourself one of those podcast apps, we're talking Podbean, Apple Music is on its way. Hell, any of them, we are there. The Immaculate Podcast, we are there. So be sure to look for it. We're up on Amazon. Soon you'll be able to say, "Hey Alexa, play the Immaculate Podcast." It'll be up. I mean, it's going. Apple's they're kind of assholes. It takes about 2 weeks for that all to get through, but yeah, everything you see in our full episode list that will be uploaded to your favorite podcast app. As soon as it's
www.theimmaculatepodcast.com,
oh yeah,
right?
theimmaculatepodcast.com.
Yep.
That site's under construction, so we'll get to go with that.
But if you guys go on to www.theimmaculatepodcast.com, you guys can at least put your information in there. You guys will get updates the second everything is enacted. Yep. Cool. Well, Jashay, go ahead and tell them one more time where they can find you out on social media, man.
Young Angel Collection, YUNGANGEL. Y'all know how to spell collection. It's all together. Or you can follow me, Jashay Sumbry, JESHASUMBRY on Facebook. So follow me. Keep God in your life.
And make sure you get an outfit and support the local business. All right, guys, we're out of here. We appreciate every single one of y'all, the YouTubers. Until next time.
Yes, sir.
Stay safe.